Welcome, everybody, and we are fired up for another sensational college football matchup. Nobody at home today who can stake their claim in this neutral site showdown. Today, a top 25 matchup on hand to a college football's premier teams preparing to square off. As we'll see, the number 15 team in the country, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on the second-ranked team in the land, the Georgia Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Alabama about to kick off to get things started. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Line gets set, first down. Quarterback on the keeper. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Georgia comes quickly to the line.
Really nice football play. Man, I got to understand option football. I got to play my responsibility, make sure that I know what I'm doing. Look at the linebacker. Great job doing that. Staying patient, getting to the quarterback, making the big tackle.
A third and long coming up here. Fast motion from the offense. On third and long, no secret what he needs here. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable third and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. The one thing that can derail this offense, a bunch of 3-and-outs. They won't do that here, but they might go 4-and-out if they don't convert. Wide receiver now comes in motion. On fourth down, going to the air. Going back to the well, another deep ball. Oh, what a grab by the defense. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
That's kind of a double whammy for this offense because of not only do they turn it over with the interception, but they've now set their defense up in a really tough spot deep in their own end.
Short fields make successful offenses just what they want here. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Quickly complete. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. The Tide trying to pay off this red zone trip. They'll run it from the gun. Relying on that running game as they threaten a pickup of 4 down to the 13. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. To throw, it's Milroe. Quarterback needs to make a better throw there, incomplete.
Nothing the receiver could have done on that play, guys. You're not expecting the ball to be thrown behind you like that, especially in the quick game.
Boy, they love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. They're trying to get to him. Keeps the legs moving. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. And they'll have to settle for a field goal try. He needs to make sure those mechanics are pure from the right hash and 40 yards away. It's good. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
I'll tell you, this is not an easy place to play on the road, especially at nighttime. This crowd, they get loud. That's the way it's been so far, but they have a nice drive to open it up. They're able to execute. They put themselves in field goal range, knock it through the uprights. They did exactly what they needed to do, taking a 3-0 lead here early on the road. That's impressive.
We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on this.
He lofts one down the sideline. And he makes the catch inside the 25. Georgia going up tempo.
What a beautiful throw and catch on this play. And I love the job the receiver did tracking the ball in the air. Nice job of locating the throw and then hauling it in.
To the air on 1st down. Got rid of it just in time. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. To the air, it's back. Deep shot for the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Dogs! Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish it off with a touchdown toss from the 23. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Guys, that last trip a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. It was a nice job moving the football, but they got to get in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think to do that, they just got to be more physical at the point of attack, get some push up front. They need to be the best running team in this game.
Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. Looking to pass on 2nd down. Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be 3rd down. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. Quarterback checking the play. Looking to throw on 3rd. Unloads it left. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
On fourth down, they'll pass for it. And the incomplete pass, they roll the dice. Snake eyes.
And your goal of a defense is to stop him, is to force punts, and then this is just gravy. Now they go for it on fourth down and medium. On their side of the field, you get the big stop and a chance to switch the momentum here in the first half.
Going up top on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
Second down coming up. They'll run the option. Now the toss. On the move at the 30. The expressway is wide open. A tremendous run. He was full bore after taking that pitch. Just sweet execution.
The defensive line just is not physical enough against the run. Too many guys getting pushed around. Too many guys not playing with great gap integrity. And the linebackers aren't able to fill. That's been a problem when trying to stop this running game.
On first down from the 13-yard line. He wants to throw. Lets it fly. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia. They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary and make that big play.
And the extra point makes it 14-3. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Here comes that Alabama offense. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the fourth down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating because you think you might get points and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
Gets it out quickly. They'll get him down at the 48 after the 15-yard gain.
It's a really nice-looking throw. This dude is a weapon in this offense at the quarterback position. It's so funny, you know, I think back to guys like Greg McElroy and A.J. McCarron, guys that may or may not have unfairly been tabbed as game managers. And then you think of Jalen Hurts, Tua, and Bryce Young in recent years, and just how dynamic and versatile these guys were at the position and how they've really helped take this offense to the next level. Watching this guy reminds me a little bit of that.
That's the end of the first quarter. Georgia 14, Alabama 3.
Second down here as they go back to work after the break. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Wants to throw. It's Milroe. Fires to the wideout. He makes the catch.
That's a really nice job plucking that pass. I don't know if another school has done as good a job as Alabama in recent years as bringing in top-level talent at the wide receiver position. When you think of guys like Julio Jones, Amari Cooper, Jerry Jeudy, Devontae Smith, This guy, he looks like he could be on the field with all those guys, too. He's got speed. He's got the ability to pluck the football out of the air. What a big-time weapon. How nice is it to play quarterback with this guy?
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. He's looking to throw. Buys a little time. Looking to scramble. He's going to take off. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. He's looking to throw. And he sprints to the end zone. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. Ready to try the point after. Well, that didn't necessarily go as planned, but it was most effective in the end.
I love it, Reese. Down in the red zone, this quarterback didn't have anybody open. Didn't panic. He just decided, man, I'm going to go do this myself. I'm going to use my wheels and put up 6 on the board. He did just that.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. You want to talk about answering each other's score. That's what we have going on right now, Jesse.
Yeah, and this offense, it's been impressive just seeing how well they've been executing, too, because they're playing with a sense of urgency, David. They know they've got to go score a touchdown every time they take the field.
It's like... trying to break serve at some point, just back and forth. Both offenses having a lot of success in this football game.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Wide receiver coming across in motion. On 2nd down, looking again to throw. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. Georgia comes quickly to the line. On 3rd and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Grabs it at the 25 in stride. He's showing it all, the juice, the jets, the moves, and he's got it down to the 16-yard line.
I love when you back the defense off of you. If you want to get aggressive, I'll take shots down the field, make the defense play more conservative, and now what? Now you're in the red zone with a chance to get some points.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can build on this lead before the break. The Dogs getting set on 1st and 10. Defense backing up, trying to keep everything in front. Off play action on 1st down. Got it in the middle. It's Urasek. Takes it all the way down to the floor after making the grab, and they're set up. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Ever since they invented the forward pass, the tight ends have been running the drag and getting the first down.
I think it's because the tight ends is so much versatility. You know, they can block and stay in the formation, or they can release and come out. But either way, if the quarterback's patient most of the time, that drag route's going to come over.
In a world of trouble from the start, and a massive loss on that play. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. They'll try to offset that first down mishap, but a lot of ground to cover on 2nd and goal. He's looking to throw. Pulls it in the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs!
This offense right now, they're doing some damage through the air. That's now their second passing touchdown. They thought coming into this game they were going to have some matchups on the perimeter of the field that they could take advantage of, and they've done that so far here today.
And with the extra point, it's a 21-10 game. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Running out of time here in the first half, and they do have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And so you got to locate your best players and get them the football on this drive. You're down in the game. There's obviously a lot of football left, David, but on this drive, in this 2-minute situation, best players got to touch the ball.
And this could get into pressing mode, right? Like you go into the half down a couple of scores, it starts to, the pressure really, really mounts. Good opportunity to take some of that pressure off, get some momentum.
The ball pops out. Defense coming up with a huge fumble recovery. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own. See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Use the play fake, now to throw. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. And this one's not working, he'll just throw it away.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
Quarterback wants to throw on 2nd down. Oh, and it's picked off. Threw it right into the teeth of double coverage. Not much of a chance on the return, but they'll have the ball at the 33.
What a nice catch by the defensive back. Listen, a lot of times you see DBs get in position to make plays, but there's a reason they play DB and not wide receiver. Great job finishing the interception, catching the ball, making a big play.
Here comes that Alabama offense. Getting late here in the first half, they'll have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And the offensive play caller here has to really be dialed in. It's important, down 2 possessions, Dave, that they're able to score some points. So you got to call your best stuff in this 2-minute situation.
And such a good opportunity to cut into a one-score game, create that momentum, get some good juices going for the second half. Because obviously, you built yourself a little bit of a deficit. You need some good things to happen, and it needs to happen on this possession.
Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Quarterback will audible. Looking to throw, it's Milroe. Throws to the wideout. On target to the left. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown. That was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Well, man, this quarterback is fast. You saw that on his ability to scramble around, but he wasn't fast enough to outrun that hit, and it was the hit that caused the incompletion.
They'll go back to the air on 2nd down. That's caught. It's Hale. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be 1st down.
And offensively, I love running these drag routes. I mean, these are the routes that, whether it's zone, whether it's man, they're so successful. It's just about seeing what the defense is doing and getting it to them in open space. Nice job. The wide receiver has some space after the catch, able to go make extra yards. Nice pitch and catch.
Really nice job there by both guys, the throw and the catch, to work that defense and get the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs, trying to get to it. And this one drops incomplete, but I think the defense jumped offside.
And this is what's going to drive coaches crazy. It's mental errors, right? It doesn't take any talent or lack of talent to have that penalty. You just got to watch the ball, and when it's snapped, get after the quarterback.
From the red zone, looking for a man. Unleashes one. Fires the pass. Intercepted.
When you get in the red zone, you can see as a defense, you get to your drops really quickly and you get your eyes on the quarterback. You try to read his eyes and break on the football. It's such tight windows to throw in. Great job by the defender breaking on the ball, creating the interception.
Looking to go up top on first down. He's got it downfield for a huge gain. Got a lot of running room. Touchdown, Dogs! And once he got loose, it was all over. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point sails through for a 28-10 lead. If only it were always this easy for the offensive coordinator. One play, big chunk yardage, put points on the board just like that. You get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. They'll throw it on first down. The pass is incomplete and 1 second is left.
Well, at this juncture in the game, with how the scoreboard looks, no question this offense is going to have to throw to get back in the game, and it's going to be tricky now because the defense is expecting it. You're going to throw into a lot of big zone coverages with everybody's eyes on the quarterback. Not going to be easy.
Back to throw, it's Milroe. Trying to beat the D deep. Incomplete. They took a shot to wrap up the half and came up empty. So that's going to do it here in the first half. Stay tuned for the halftime break. Georgia will kick it deep to start the second half. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the second half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession.
Fresh start here in the second half. That's the only way you can look at this if you're on offense. Things did not go your way there in the first half. It starts with one play. To get our confidence going, we just got to get something going early here on this drive.
One play, stay aggressive. Now I think I can be even more aggressive on fourth downs because obviously I've built a deficit. My defense has got to make some plays for me too.
Cranking up a drive like that can really get you going. It's first down from the 44. Looking to move it through the air. Unloads to the wideout. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say it's out of bounds, an incomplete pass.
You know, it's a good decision by the QB because his intended target wasn't open, so throw it out of bounds, and you can live to play another day here on this drive.
This offense has a second down play. Quarterback checking off. Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. Makes the catch. It's Hale. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. The evolution of the Alabama offense has always been built around what does the quarterback do best, and this guy's doing a lot of things well.
And we've seen some sensational ones. And to your point, I like that. Jalen Hurts, really good runner. They built it around his feet. You know, Bryce Young, really good passer. Tua Tagovailoa, really good passer. More about the passing game, explosive passing plays. So they'll do whatever it takes to win.
Fires left. He's got it. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. Alabama comes to the line with 1st and 10. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Tight end finds a soft spot. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Dropping back, it's Milroe. Looking to the end zone. And that one is right on target if his target was the first row.
Well, that last incompletion is a good example of why your timing has to be so good as a quarterback, because the windows, they open and they close so quickly in this part of the field.
They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. Wants to throw on 3rd down. Flushed out of the pocket. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense.
Well, the defense just spent a whole lot of energy, too. That was a long play. That developed and took time, and they were pursuing, and they weren't able to get him initially. So you got dudes huffing and puffing and sucking wind, and this offense all of a sudden down close to your goal line. You might want to consider subbing some fresh bodies.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown tie. Well, somebody's been doing their box jumps.
You ain't lying. Getting up in the air. Hey, listen, I'm taking a picture of that, saving it. That might be my screensaver on my phone. That vertical way up in the air.
They'll try to slam it in. He's back in the end zone for the 2-point conversion and follows the touchdown as he single-handedly is trying to keep them in it. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike scored. Jesse, this offense hoping to keep that kind of explosiveness going.
And I don't know if they're going to get the same looks defensively because of just how explosive that play was, Reese. David, they may be seeing a little bit more off coverage on this drive and maybe some softer boxes to run into.
And when you make that kind of explosive play, you're going to put the defense on its heels. They're going to be a little bit more conservative. So this offensive approach now, maybe I don't have to go deep. I can go a little bit shorter and just make those easy plays underneath.
Now on the option. Got the 1st down and still on his feet. Nice job to keep it himself, find the 1st down marker, and move the change for this offense.
Ooh, I like that option play. I'd keep running that, too, because it's obvious. The defense right now is really keying in on this running back. That was a big point of emphasis for them all week long in practice, and it's opening up holes now for the quarterback to run.
Quick toss. Perfectly timed on that pitch, and they pick up the 1st down on the play. Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. Whoops, someone moved a little bit early. Offense going to pick up a 5-yard penalty. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. A 1st down for the offense. He'll ride his man on the option. He'll toss it. At the 45 on its way. And a big play there on the option. The pitch was executed perfectly. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line.
That's the end of the third quarter of play. With the score, Georgia 28, Alabama 18.
Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. On the option. Got enough for the first down. Picks up what he can and then slides.
Well, this is one of the fastest quarterbacks in college football, and that's why the option's a good idea, because if he can get out in space and he has a chance to get downfield, he is really difficult to tackle, and he's very difficult to catch, as you saw in that last play, getting a first down.
On the option. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
Yeah, and that's exactly what you want to do. Late in the ball game with the lead, establish the run, establish the physicality. And you know what helps? That clock up there, it continues to tick. So let's see if they choose to keep the ball on the ground and stay conservative and run that clock.
Here comes the option. Now the pitch. And they'll ride him down, but not before he picked up the first down. And how about the timing on that pitch?
All right, you know what the offense is trying to accomplish. They're trying to run that clock, so we got to find a way to get the stop here, not let them eke out more of the clock as we're going along so we can get the ball back to the offense and get back in this game and maybe try to go win this thing.
A great chance to put this game away with a score here on 1st and goal. On the option. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Just when they're looking run, now up top. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Well, he didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
If they can get it into the end zone here, they can really turn up the heat in this one. 3rd and goal. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. This will be picked off, maybe just the turning point they needed. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Let's go. Talk about having 1 foot in the grave. This was almost over. They're up by 2 possessions in the 4th quarter, and they got the football. Thank goodness they're choosing to throw the football, not run the clock. Man, we needed that pick. Now it's the offense's turn to go out and make something happen.
Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Fires to the wideout. Grabbed in the middle. It's Hale. A little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Trying to find his man on 1st down. Now improvising. He wants a big play here late. Picked off. Turns it on in midfield. Takes it the other way. The 10. And he's out of